Today on the channel, we go back to WCW for the Mattel Target Legends Ultimate line, Ultimate Edition, Rey Mysterio.
Kyle steps up, he's on with the mic, the warrior's heart, ready to strike, revealing heroes from every dimension, each piece of story, a bold intention, dude's got no charm, just plastic and strife, this isn't a game, it's Kyle's real life, he tears them apart with a fire so bright, every review a battle, every take a fight. See you later, goodbye, what are we doing? In this plastic prison, searching for freedom, cutting through the lies.
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Legends Ultimate unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back at it with the Target exclusive Rey Mysterio. But for all your Rey Mysterio Target exclusive needs, Target. But for everything else under the sun, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And you know how we're going to do this review. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And the Ultimate Rey Mysterio hitting Targets right now. This came from Target Online. Should be part of the new resets here. Maybe by the time you're watching this, depending. But should be fairly easy to find. Most of these are fairly easy to find right when they come out. I would say the Ultimates are a little harder to find than the regular Legends and the Elite line. But when these do come out, they're online. They're in the stores. But sometimes you blink and you miss them. So if you're on the fence, probably pick it up right away. That would be the pro tip here. And the pro tip of how we're going to do this unboxing is we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I would say to a whole generation, this is the gear that put Rey Mysterio on the map. When I close my eyes and I think of Rey Mysterio and what he looks like, if you ask me, hey, pick 3 looks for Rey, this is going to be one of them. Very, very iconic, and so iconic, in fact, we've had numerous action figures depiction of this same figure, and we'll do those big comparisons later on in this very video here. But from his famous match with Eddie Guerrero for the WCW Cruiserweight title, humble beginnings in WCW to the top of the mountain over in WWE, that's Rey Mysterio for sure. Don't call him Junior, even though they did once upon a time here. Now we do get the Ultimate style packaging on this one. Big box here, the white and red attack, Rey Mysterio at the top, Ultimate Edition. What do we got? 8 and up? Yep, you 7-year-olds, you can't handle little Rey Mysterio here. Looking very good, always an iconic look. However, not a lot going on with this Ultimate Edition. Pretty darn bare bones in the package here. Can't believe they only give us 1 extra set of hands. I feel like they could have gave us at least 1 extra. They got to give us a little bit more. It's Ultimate after all, so I would have liked to see an extra hands, maybe even an extra head. I'm not sure exactly how that head would have worked, but we've seen some Ultimates that are really packed out, and then we've seen some very bare bone ones, and that's what we got going on right here. Very bare bones, if you ask me. But we got Rey. There he is, very young Rey. On the side, Rey Mysterio, and then of course the back. Got the glamour shot of the man, got the glamour shot of the figure, got the tail of tape, got the blurb. Let's see what it says about Rey Mysterio, don't call me Junior. Height 5'6", from San Diego, California. Beautiful this time of year. Finisher, the West Coast Pop. Career highlights, WCW Cruiserweight Champion, WWE Hall of Famer, and I got to see Rey go into the Hall of Fame live in person once upon a time. It says the rivalry between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero was the stuff of legends in the Legend Ultimate line. They made their mark on the world at Halloween Havoc 1997 in a mask versus title match for the Cruiserweight Championship. In the end, the heroic Rey Mysterio walked away as champion in what is widely considered one of the best matches in WCW history. I don't know if I would go that far personally, but it is an iconic match, iconic looks, an iconic moment in time, if you will. Looking pretty good. The Ultimate Underdog over here. And then it says, the Giant Killer. Watch out, Paul White. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time. Twist tie time. There's old Rey. Like I said, not a lot going on. And I think part of the not going on, a lot going on is Rey is obviously a littler figure. So him being a little figure doesn't take up as much room in the package. That makes it feel maybe a little bit less than complete. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But it does seem very bare bones. We do get 1 set of hands, though. And we do get a bell times 2, kind of. And we get an extra mask. There we go. Pull that out. Pull that out. Pull that out. We're getting there, folks. Oh, there we go. Rip through the twist tie. See you later. Goodbye. All right, old Rey in the house here. Ultimate Edition styling once again. And And we'll get down to that here in a second. But let's start with the accessories. Talked about the extra hands. Got 2 Fists of Fury out of the package here. 2 gripping hands for Rey out of the package. We do get the WCW Cruiserweight title belt. Very cool to get these belts over the years. Very iconic once upon a time, as we do know in the WCW time frame. Last time we got this might have been the Eddie Guerrero Ultimate, maybe. You guys let me know. Now, a lot of controversy at the time when they released the Elite version of this figure. I think it came with the WWE Cruiserweight title belt, which obviously didn't make a ton of sense for the time period, as we know. But it's good to get a correct title with this one, and it works because this match was decided over this, as we know. Now we do get the second mask here, soft goods mask over the top. You got the handle, you wear it around the neck, all that kind of stuff. The old Family Mysterio mask here, bright pink color, looking very good. No issues with that. You can put it on his neck, choose your own Rey adventure with that one. And then we do get an interesting one, this like belt buckle here. It's Velcro, just goes around there. Interesting, it didn't come on the figure out of the package. I don't know if they're just trying to fill up more of the packaging because it was really light. I'm not sure why it wasn't on him, but is what it is. Probably a cost savings really at the end of the day. But we do get that going on. And now we get down to the head sculpt department here for Rey. So right out of the package, classic Rey. You get the purple and black attack, got the King Mysterio logo at the very top. Looking good. Got the very stoic look on Rey's face, especially in the mouth. We've seen this head numerous times. We know how this looks by now as well. Got the skull on the back of the head. Second head is when it got ripped. Of course, very famous where he was ripping at his mask. Eddie being the guy tugging and ripping at the mask. Looking good. You got the open mouth for Rey. You got the same skull on the back, same kind of design. But do you want him mid-match? Do you want him beginning a match? Choose your own Rey adventure. And I've been buying almost all these Ultimates, been buying 2. I've been waiting for a clearance, a deal, a discount, and putting a different one out there. And this one, I guess I could display with the different head, different set of hands, and that's about it. So I might play a little long game. We'll see what ends up happening for old Rey. But Rey's pretty popular. He might not get to that point, as we know. But diving into Rey here, wrestling in the full bodysuit. And I think that's one of the reasons it's such an iconic look, is he didn't do the full-on bodysuit a whole lot earlier in his career, but nowadays you never see him in something like this. So it does feel special, definitely feels different than a lot of the Rey figures we've got over the years. Right over here, I think, somewhere. But looking good in the purple and black attack. Got the question marks all over the body as well. Nice pattern to it. You get the Rey mask, kind of birds on the side of the forearms there in black, looking good as well with the red eyes. 2 gripping hands we mentioned out of the package. Got the black in the front and the back of the crotch. Kind of looks like he's wearing a thong is almost what it reminds you of. Questions all over the bottom half of the body here, looking good. The gray or the gold coloring really standing out, making this one pop. Down to the black boots here with the black buckles on the side with the silver accents. Looking pretty nice. Articulation, arms all the way around for us. Arms removable. Arms removable if you need to for whatever reason. Butterfly shoulders, bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. Playing all the hits right there. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Hula hoop, of course, back forth, side to side. Head removable. Waist articulation, a little loose in that waist, but not the worst I've ever seen. Legs split, pretty darn good. Got those G.I. Joe style drop down hips. Go up for that big Rey boot. Look at that. It almost touched his face if he needed to. Thigh cut. Double jointed pin knees on this one. What the heck are we doing with these pin knees? Boot cut, looking nice. Ankles, back forth, side to side, up and down. And the toe articulation. Don't forget the toe articulation. Looking beautiful there as well. So Rey in the Ultimate Edition here, obviously extremely iconic, and so iconic we've had many figures over the years of this one. He does fit on a ringside stand using code Kyle to save 10%. Looking very, very good right here. Now, I do got the Eddie Guerrero Ultimate, which goes right alongside with this one. We did get the Cruiserweight title with that as well. So this one long gone from Walmart stores, but was a Walmart exclusive once upon a time. So you can relive the magic right here at your own house if you want to with this one. But this Eddie is a very good one, very iconic Eddie. Would love to see more Eddies of this era with this head sculpt in the Ultimate line or Elite line. I'd take either of them at this point. We do got the Elite version of this Rey from Once Upon a Time. Very similar, but different at the same time as well. A lot of reuse between these two. The forearm guards, of course, the head. A lot of reuse. Obviously, the body's different here, but we do get a lot of similarities between these. Looking pretty good. And then we go way back in the past. We go to Jakks. We go to the Jakks. Was this best of WCW line, if I'm not mistaken? We got this Once Upon a Time. Very cool to see. Constant learning, constant improvement. This is almost 20 years ago, probably, when this figure came out. Wild to think it's been that long. but very cool to see that against the Mattel counterparts. And then one of the most classic figures, and you guys know at the end of the day, I'm just a classics guy. I even wrote a book on it, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstars series, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. As we sit here right now, I actually got it right here. Why wouldn't we show it? I haven't shown it in a long time. It is the Bible of the Classic Superstars, a pretty thick book here. Very, very big. A passion project, if there ever was one. Pick it up, available right now. But we did get the Classic Superstars ringside exclusive 2-pack that came with Rey and Eddie. How about that? 4 different looks for this classic Halloween Havoc match for Rey Mysterio. Very cool to get these here. Very cool to see all these together. We're just one shy of a top 5 is what we're one shy of, but pretty darn cool if you ask me. I do like this Rey. Feels a little less than certain Ultimates, though. We've had a lot of Ultimates with a lot of cool stuff. This one's pretty dialed back and maybe doesn't feel as special because we've got other versions of this over the years. But all that being said, if you're a Rey fan, you got to love this. This is one of the matches that, if not the match, that put him on the map once and for all. So there's some give and take with that there. To me, I don't foresee this being a top 10 Ultimate of 2026, but it's early. It's still really early. But it is cool for what it is and what it represents, so your mileage may vary. But let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. And don't forget to subscribe to my other YouTube channel while you're at it. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. If you need to send me an email, Kyle Peterson Show, of course, is the name of my podcast each and every Tuesday. Kyle Peterson Show available on YouTube as well. Check out YouTube channel memberships and Patreon if that's your thing. Check out my books, as I said, and then don't forget to subscribe to the channel one more last time. So there it is, Rey Mysterio Target Ultimate Edition exclusive. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?